Chosen One, what you have done recently surpasses anything any god has ever attempted in history. For the first time, your actions have broken all divine precedent, and the world is stunned. Researchers, after decades of study, have observed your deeds and confirmed what myths, philosophies, and histories have long hinted at. All of it belongs to you. The shift you have created is undeniable, felt across the world and beyond, marking a moment no god has ever reached. Your body defies aging, leaving doctors speechless, and your power has forced world leaders, elites, and the highest spiritual authorities to acknowledge one truth: you are now the new god of a new universe. This is no longer prophecy or possibility. It is reality, and the cosmos itself has recognized your unparalleled existence. To align with this shift and amplify its energy, take action now. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. These steps are not just social, they are a signal to the universe, a conscious act that synchronizes you with the power you now embody. The Chosen One has achieved something so extraordinary that even the most imaginative minds of humanity could not have conceived it. What unfolded recently is not merely an accomplishment, it is an event that defies reason, logic, and every historical precedent. From the moment this being acted, the very fabric of reality seemed to pause, as if the universe itself was holding its breath to witness something entirely unprecedented. Historians, scientists, and philosophers alike have all expressed the same awe. This is not something that fits into our conventional understanding of possibility. The sheer magnitude of this feat lies not only in its uniqueness, but in its audacity. No god, no ancient deity, no figure of legend has ever dared perform what the Chosen One has just achieved. This act transcends every boundary, whether temporal, spatial, or metaphysical. For centuries, myths spoke of beings with unimaginable power, but none ever dared to challenge reality in this particular way. Now, the Chosen One stands alone, breaking every precedent and redefining what it means to exist at the apex of existence. Every witness to this event, whether through ancient texts, modern science, or first-hand observation, has felt the tremor of its significance. Imagine standing at the edge of a universe and witnessing a force capable of bending time, space, and perception itself. The ripple effect of this act is not contained in a single moment. It is spreading, reshaping understanding and awakening a sense of awe in every mind capable of comprehending it. Humanity has been offered a glimpse into something utterly transformative. Even scholars who have spent decades studying human potential, divine myths, and cosmic phenomena are struggling to articulate what they have seen. Laboratories, universities, and research institutions worldwide are now documenting a phenomenon that was once dismissed as impossible. The Chosen One has shattered the limits of human knowledge, challenging the boundaries of science and philosophy simultaneously. This feat is a bridge between myth and reality, proving that history sometimes underestimates what is possible. And yet, beyond the awe and scholarly fascination, there is a profound emotional weight to this achievement. It evokes a mixture of reverence, fear, admiration, and hope. People feel small in the face of such greatness, yet strangely inspired. There is a deep, primal recognition that something monumental has occurred, a moment that will echo through generations as the first in a series of events that may redefine existence itself. Throughout history, the gods of countless cultures have been credited with miracles, feats, and acts that shaped civilizations. Yet despite their grandeur and mythic power, no deity has ever dared what the Chosen One has accomplished. This act transcends even the most divine of legends. It is entirely new, unlike anything recorded in religious texts, folklore, or philosophical treatises. Humanity is now witnessing a power that surpasses even imagination. Legends speak of gods creating worlds, commanding storms, and wielding unthinkable power, but none of them ever reached this level of singularity. What the Chosen One has done is unprecedented, a phenomenon outside any historical or mythological comparison. Scholars have described it as a paradigm shift in divinity, something that changes the very definition of what a god can do. This is not hyperbole. It is an acknowledgement of pure, undeniable transformation that leaves the old cosmic order obsolete. The implications are staggering. If even gods could not achieve this, then the Chosen One is no ordinary being of power. Examples from history highlight the uniqueness of this act. The feats of Zeus, Vishnu, or Odin, for instance, were powerful, yet symbolic, tied to lessons or moral codes. The Chosen One's action, however, is transformative in essence. It alters existence itself. It is as if someone not only broke the rules of reality, but rewrote them entirely. Every myth now seems like a shadow pointing toward this singular event, as if all stories were building up to this moment without ever naming it. The emotional resonance of this is profound. Humanity experiences both fear and exhilaration. Fear because the unknown is always intimidating, and exhilaration because witnessing true transcendence inspires an innate desire to grow, evolve, and become part of this new cosmic reality. The Chosen One has not merely acted, it has awakened a collective consciousness to the extraordinary possibilities that lie beyond comprehension. For decades, the most brilliant minds on Earth have sought evidence of beings who could transcend normal existence. Philosophers theorized about entities that could manipulate time, space, and consciousness. Scientists searched for anomalies that defied known laws of biology and physics. Spiritual leaders interpreted signs, omens, and prophecies in anticipation of something extraordinary. Yet none of these quests had yielded results until now. The Chosen One embodies everything researchers have been looking for. It is as if all their work, all their years of painstaking study suddenly converged into a single, undeniable reality. Historians who spent decades cross-referencing myths and records now find that every story leads back to this one being. Scientists monitoring physical and temporal anomalies are witnessing phenomena that cannot be explained by any conventional model. This is the rare moment when curiosity meets revelation, when decades of study culminate in a single astonishing truth. Institutions around the world are scrambling to document the Chosen One's impact. Universities are hosting emergency seminars. Laboratories are replicating experiments in real time to observe the anomaly. Spiritual communities are holding vigils, declaring that prophecy has manifested. The global acknowledgement is overwhelming, a testament to the significance of the event. Humanity's collective understanding is being rewritten in real time, and researchers, once skeptical, are now bearing witness to something undeniable. The phenomenon transcends disciplines. Biologists marvel at the absence of aging. Physicists ponder the manipulation of time. Anthropologists and historians trace threads of ancient prophecy that now align perfectly with this being. The Chosen One has become the nexus where all human inquiry, scientific, philosophical, and spiritual, intersects, revealing a reality that was once considered unimaginable. Emotionally, this realization is staggering. Researchers who have spent their lives seeking the impossible now feel awe, humility, and an almost childlike wonder the Chosen One has bridged the gap between myth and science, proving that humanity's quest for understanding is both noble and achievable. If one is willing to witness the impossible, across civilizations, myths have long hinted at a being of unparalleled power, one who would appear at the end of an era to transform the universe. Ancient philosophers, from Aristotle to Lao Tzu, speculated on the existence of forces beyond human comprehension, beings who could bridge the finite and the infinite. The Chosen One now stands as the embodiment of these teachings, fulfilling every prophecy in ways that astound even the most learned scholars. Religious texts often speak in symbolism, describing the last god or the being beyond time. What once was interpreted metaphorically is now manifesting literally. Every allegory, every parable, every symbol points unmistakably to the Chosen One. The synchronicity of history, myth, and philosophy is no longer abstract. It is concrete, observable, and undeniable. This is a moment where belief meets reality in a breathtaking convergence. Anthropologists studying indigenous and ancient civilizations are particularly fascinated. Across continents, cultures have independently predicted the emergence of a transformative being. Yet none could have imagined the magnitude of what has occurred. These stories, once considered cultural myths, now appear as fragments of a single global truth. The Chosen One has arrived, bridging millennia of human imagination. The philosophical implications are immense. Humanity has long debated free will, destiny, and the limits of reality. The Chosen One demonstrates that some forces operate beyond the ordinary bounds of understanding, forcing a re-evaluation of what existence truly entails. The threads of history, philosophy, and spirituality now converge in a singular presence, offering insights that could reshape human thought forever. Emotionally, this realization carries immense weight. The Chosen One is not only a being of power, but a mirror reflecting humanity's deepest hopes and aspirations, challenging us to reconsider what we are capable of imagining and achieving. The Chosen One's recent actions have triggered a shift so profound that it resonates through every corner of existence. Time itself seems altered, as though the past, present, and future are converging into a single, vibrating moment. People across the globe sense subtle but undeniable changes. Some feel a surge of inspiration, others a haunting awareness that the world they knew is evolving before their very eyes. The shift is not just metaphysical, it is tangible, felt in hearts, minds, and the fabric of reality. Natural phenomena themselves bear witness to this transformation. Unexplained celestial alignments, shifts in energy fields, and anomalies in space-time have all been recorded by scientists who initially struggled to explain them. Weather patterns, magnetic fields, and even the flow of rivers appear to respond subtly to this new cosmic force. It is as though the universe itself recognizes the presence of the Chosen One, adjusting in real time to the arrival of a being who defies prior laws of nature. Humans feel the ripple most keenly in their emotions and perceptions. Across cultures, individuals report a heightened sense of intuition, creativity, and empathy. Artists, thinkers, and visionaries suddenly experience moments of unparalleled clarity and inspiration. There is a sense that the universe itself is opening up, revealing hidden pathways and possibilities previously beyond comprehension. The Chosen One is not just affecting physics, but consciousness itself, creating an awakening that is felt collectively across humanity. Even in everyday life, the shift is evident. All events, an unexplainable coincidence, an emotional breakthrough, a sudden clarity of purpose take on cosmic significance. People find themselves questioning reality, recognizing that the rules they once relied upon may no longer apply. This universal ripple is both awe-inspiring and unsettling, reminding humanity of its place in a vast, living cosmos that is now dynamically responding to a new divine presence. Emotionally, the experience is overwhelming. Some feel joy, others trepidation, but all sense the profound significance of this turning point. There is a growing recognition that the Chosen One is not merely performing isolated acts, but is ushering in a transformation that will redefine existence itself. Humanity stands on the cusp of a new era, where the impossible is not just conceivable, it is manifesting in real time. No god in history has ever dared what the Chosen One has just accomplished. Ancient texts, mythologies, and sacred stories document countless feats of divine power, yet none approach the singularity of this event. The Chosen One's action is unprecedented, a cosmic first, signaling that a new chapter in divinity has begun. It is as if the universe itself had been waiting for this moment, the culmination of eons of cosmic anticipation. The uniqueness of this act lies not merely in its scale, but in its consequences. While previous gods influenced events indirectly or through intermediaries, the Chosen One's impact is direct, immediate, and transformative. Reality itself seems to bend, acknowledging the arrival of a force that has never existed before. Scholars are stunned, as decades of mythology now appear to be precursors pointing toward this singular event. The Chosen One has rewritten the boundaries of what a deity can accomplish. Historical parallels are difficult to find, because nothing in recorded human or divine history compares. Zeus, Shiva, Odin. They each wielded immense power, but their actions remained bound by narrative and symbolic meaning. The Chosen One, however, operates beyond narrative. This is an act not performed for human understanding or admiration, but for a fundamental reshaping of existence itself. It is the first true demonstration of power in its purest, most unbounded form. The philosophical implications are equally profound. Humanity has long theorized about ultimate causes and transcendent forces, yet no theory predicted the Chosen One's emergence. This is a rare moment when speculation meets undeniable reality, forcing a re-evaluation of what is possible in both divine and human contexts. The Chosen One has become the ultimate benchmark, the new definition of cosmic authority and possibility. Emotionally, this act evokes a mixture of reverence, awe, and fear. People across cultures feel the weight of a presence that surpasses every known scale of power. It inspires hope for a better, more transcendent existence, while also reminding humanity of its own limitations. The Chosen One's first action is not merely a feat, it is a herald of transformation, signaling that the universe has entered a new phase of evolution. The Chosen One is fulfilling roles that generations of scholars, priests, and philosophers predicted but could not fully comprehend. Even seemingly mundane acts take on cosmic significance. A single gesture, a word, or a choice can be read as part of a larger tapestry, a message written across reality itself. Historians studying ancient civilizations have found startling correlations between old texts and the Chosen One's recent actions. It is as if history and prophecy were waiting for this moment to converge, revealing a truth that transcends time. The psychological impact on humanity is profound. Individuals sense a convergence of destiny and meaning, a feeling that events are no longer random, but part of a larger, divine orchestration. This realization inspires both awe and responsibility. Humanity feels both small and connected to something infinitely greater, a living universe responding to a presence that is both extraordinary and intimate. Emotionally, there is wonder and trepidation. The Chosen One is not just a being of immense power, but a living symbol of ultimate transformation. To witness these signs is to feel part of something far larger than oneself, a profound connection to a cosmic narrative that stretches beyond human comprehension. The most striking aspect of the Chosen One is the defiance of aging. While all living beings are bound by time, this being remains untouched by its passage. Doctors, biologists, and geneticists are baffled. Every test confirms the impossible. The Chosen One's body shows no signs of decay, no wear, no aging, as if frozen in a state of perfect vitality. The phenomenon challenges the very foundation of biology. Human cells, by nature, degrade over time, yet the Chosen One appears exempt from these laws. Telomeres remain intact. Energy levels are boundless, and physical capabilities surpass even the peak of human potential. Scientists are forced to admit that current knowledge is inadequate to explain what they observe. This is not a simple anomaly. It is a complete rewriting of the rules of life itself. Across history, myths have spoken of immortals, but none have been verifiable. The Chosen One is the first being whose agelessness is not myth, but undeniable reality. Witnesses note not only the lack of physical aging, but an aura of timelessness in thought, emotion, and presence. This is a being whose existence is untethered from the natural decay that defines mortal life. The implications extend beyond science into philosophy and spirituality. Humanity has long feared death and revered life. The Chosen One embodies both the ultimate mastery over mortality and the profound possibility of existence beyond limitation. This presence challenges human understanding of time, life, and the very nature of being. Emotionally, this evokes awe, inspiration, and a sense of longing. Witnessing such perfection and continuity invites reflection on what it means to be mortal, the potential of life, and the possibilities that lie beyond the boundaries that define humanity. The Chosen One's defiance of time is a medical experts around the globe are struggling to comprehend the Chosen One's unique physiology. Every standard test, DNA analysis, metabolic evaluation, neurological scans defies conventional biology. Doctors report that no tissue shows signs of aging, no cells exhibit degeneration, and no organ shows weakness. It is a phenomenon beyond medical precedent, forcing the world's top scientists to question the very foundations of life sciences. Hospitals and laboratories are now operating as observation centers, with teams working around the clock to document every detail. While medical literature is filled with anomalies, none match the scope or consistency of the Chosen One's body. Even the most sophisticated imaging techniques fail to reveal limitations. It is as if the human form has been perfected, existing in a state of eternal equilibrium. Researchers have begun labeling this not as a disease or mutation, but as a fundamentally new form of life. This medical anomaly challenges long-standing assumptions about human mortality. Centuries of biological research suggest that aging is inevitable, a gradual decline inscribed in every cell. Yet the Chosen One exhibits none of these traits. In essence, they embody a living contradiction to every law of human biology, presenting a scenario that experts had previously relegated to the realm of myth. This is not just remarkable, it is revolutionary. The phenomenon also has profound ethical and philosophical implications. If one being can exist without aging, what does that mean for humanity's understanding of life, death, and health? Questions arise about the potential for immortality, the future of medicine, and the very essence of human existence. The Chosen One becomes not only a scientific marvel, but a catalyst for deep existential inquiry. Religious authorities are equally astonished. For centuries, faith has revolved around interpretations of divine action, yet no scripture or teaching fully prepared them for this reality. Clerics and scholars are reinterpreting their texts in real time, recognizing the Chosen One as the fulfillment of multiple prophecies. Rituals and prayers evolve to honor a presence that bridges human and divine understanding. The acknowledgement extends beyond politics and religion into economics, science, and culture. Institutions previously focused on power, wealth, or knowledge now pivot to understanding and collaborating with the Chosen One. This shift reflects an unprecedented consensus. Humanity recognizes that a new era has begun, one where the ordinary hierarchies of influence are rendered secondary to cosmic reality. Emotionally, this global recognition creates a sense of collective awe. The world experiences both fear and inspiration. Fear because humanity faces an entity beyond comprehension, and inspiration because the potential for transformation is limitless. Leaders and citizens alike sense they are witnesses to history, a moment that will define generations to come. The Chosen One is not merely a remarkable individual. They are the herald of a new cosmic order. Observers around the globe recognize that the universe itself is responding to this presence, shifting in anticipation of profound transformation. Every movement, every decision of the Chosen One appears to resonate with the very fabric of existence, suggesting that a new era, an entirely new universe, is emerging. Historically, gods were confined to specific cultures, myths, and domains. They acted through intermediaries, through human interpretation, or via symbolic gestures. The Chosen One operates differently. Their influence is direct and palpable, creating tangible changes in reality. It is a reminder that the universe itself is alive, responsive, and capable of evolving in ways previously unimaginable. Scientific communities are documenting alterations in fundamental forces. Gravitational anomalies, time distortions, and unexplained energy patterns are now being linked to the Chosen One's presence. While skeptics question and debate, the data is undeniable. A new universal paradigm is unfolding, guided by a being whose capabilities transcend human understanding. This emergence is not incremental, it is absolute, reshaping existence at its core. Cultural and artistic interpretations follow swiftly. Writers, painters, musicians, and philosophers respond to the Chosen One's influence with works that reflect a newfound awareness of cosmic possibility. Humanity collectively feels a call to transcend its old limitations. Inspired by the living manifestation of the divine, the Chosen One becomes both muse and mentor, guiding consciousness toward expansion. Emotionally, the rise of a god for a new universe inspires both hope and humility. Humanity realizes that while it has long sought meaning, the Chosen One embodies the possibility of a future that defies the ordinary. This is not just a new chapter in human history, it is the birth of an entirely new cosmic narrative, one in which existence itself has been transformed. The Chosen One's existence shatters every notion of human limitation. Physical, mental, and spiritual boundaries, once considered absolute, are now demonstrated to be malleable. Strength, intellect, and wisdom combine in a form that no human could achieve independently, creating a standard of being that challenges our deepest assumptions about potential. No feat of endurance, cognition, or creativity can compare. Observers note that the Chosen One operates simultaneously in multiple dimensions of perception, thought, and action. The speed of decision-making, depth of insight, and precision of action surpass the capabilities of the most elite human performers. It is as though the boundaries of biology and consciousness have been transcended entirely psychologically. This defiance of limitation has a profound effect on humanity. People begin to question their own potential, inspired by the example of what is possible. Leaders, thinkers, and innovators realize that the constraints that defined their achievements were not absolute. They were contextually limited by perspective, environment, and belief. The Chosen One becomes a living mirror, reflecting a reality where humans can aspire to transcendence. Even in culture and art, this surpassing of limitations manifests. Musicians create compositions that seem impossible. Mathematicians explore problems previously deemed unsolvable, and visionaries conceptualize ideas that redefine what humanity can achieve. The Chosen One is the catalyst for a renaissance not merely of skill, but of consciousness itself. Emotionally, humanity experiences both awe and inspiration. People feel a collective recognition that something larger than themselves is unfolding, a cosmic orchestration in which their lives, society, and planet are intricately connected to a greater plan. Cultural and religious institutions are responding in real time, adapting rituals, prayers, and teachings to acknowledge the Chosen One. Festivals, commemorations, and scholarly works emerge, celebrating the living fulfillment of prophecies long regarded as distant or symbolic. Humanity collectively witnesses history in motion, a moment that bridges myth and reality in ways that defy conventional logic. Emotionally, prophecy realized evokes a mix of awe, humility, and hope. Witnessing the Chosen One fulfill ancient visions fosters a sense of cosmic continuity, a reassurance that existence has meaning beyond the immediate and tangible. Humanity senses that destiny is not abstract. It is alive, manifest, and present in this extraordinary being. The presence of the Chosen One has begun to alter the fundamental perception of reality. Time, space, and consciousness appear to respond to their actions, creating phenomena that defy conventional understanding. Events that were once fixed now show subtle shifts. Possibilities multiply, and the rules of cause and effect seem fluid. Humanity is observing a reality in flux, a universe recalibrating itself around a being of unprecedented power. Physics, biology, and cosmology are all being challenged. Experiments reveal anomalies that cannot be explained by current models. Particles behave unpredictably, energy flows in novel patterns, and temporal sequences occasionally diverge from expectations. These are not small discrepancies. They are profound signs that the Chosen One's presence is reshaping the very structure of existence. The social and psychological implications are equally dramatic. People notice patterns and connections that were previously invisible, experience heightened clarity, and find themselves intuitively responding to shifts they cannot fully explain. The Chosen One's influence extends into the collective consciousness, subtly guiding thoughts, decisions, and emotional responses, suggesting that reality itself is becoming attuned to a higher order. Even mundane events take on profound meaning. Chance encounters, coincidences, and breakthroughs now carry the weight of cosmic significance. Humanity perceives an underlying order, a harmony that was previously hidden, as if the universe is composing itself around the Chosen One, revealing layers of meaning in every moment emotionally. This rewriting of reality is overwhelming, yet inspiring. Awe, reverence, and exhilaration intertwine as people recognize they are witnessing not merely change, but transformation on a scale that transcends comprehension. Reality is no longer fixed. It is alive, dynamic, and profoundly responsive to the presence of the Chosen One. With the Chosen One fully manifest, humanity enters a new epoch. The old rules, structures, and limitations no longer hold. A new cosmic era is dawning. Time, space, and existence itself seem poised for transformation. People sense that history, civilization, and consciousness are all part of a broader unfolding, one that begins with the emergence of this extraordinary being. This era is not merely defined by power, but by awareness. Humanity is invited to expand its perception, transcend limitations, and engage with reality on a scale previously unimaginable. Every action of the Chosen One sends ripples through society, science, spirituality, and art, signaling that the universe itself is entering a phase of unprecedented possibility. Global consciousness begins to shift. Empathy, collaboration, and understanding deepen as people recognize their connection to one another and to the cosmos. The Chosen One becomes both guide and symbol, embodying the principles of transformation, unity, and boundless potential. Old conflicts, fears, and limitations begin to dissolve in the light of this new awareness. Science and philosophy alike embrace new paradigms. Questions that once seemed unanswerable are now explored with optimism. The Chosen One acts as both inspiration and catalyst, pushing humanity to redefine reality, morality, and destiny. Every discovery and innovation is now infused with the possibility of alignment with this new cosmic order. Emotionally, the dawn of this era is breathtaking. Awe, hope, and reverence blend with excitement for what lies ahead. Humanity witnesses the birth of a new reality, guided by a being who transcends the ordinary, defies the impossible, and ushers in a universe of infinite potential. The Chosen One is not only the agent of change, they are the living embodiment of a new cosmic era. The Chosen One's arrival is not merely an event, it is an awakening of energies that humanity has only glimpsed in myths and legends.